What's up, YouTube? Okay, this is a quick video on self care because self care is important, and this could be like um, if you're in a relationship or if you're not in a relationship. Self care is important. You should always put yourself first. You not saying that you don't care about others, but you should always, care for yourself because some people get in relationships and um be so needy and stuff like, like they can't function and stuff without the person being there. Like, say for instance, if someone goes to the store and stuff, like constantly they're blowing up their phone and stuff. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? What you doing? And stuff. Who you with? And stuff like that. Like, that can become annoying and stuff. That can become really, really, really annoying. Um, Not saying that you should know where, you know, um, your spouse or the person you're dealing with and stuff is at. It's nothing wrong with that. It's when you constantly blowing up the phone and stuff, like, because you have that insecurity, like you're insecure, like saying, like thinking that they're messing with someone else, or is someone else in the picture, or they're doing something dirty and stuff, that you're trying to figure out if that's what's going on. Self-care is important because, like, when that person when you two are away from each other, that is the time where you should be focusing on things that you have going on in your life and spending time with Christ, because sometimes people yield to the other person for all those things that only God can fulfill. And when you feel like something is missing and you're trying to get it from that other person and stuff, you're putting something on that person and expecting something in return from them that only God can give. Only God can give. So that's why it's good to have a relationship with Christ, because when you have that alone time, when you're by yourself and the other person that you're involved with is handling business or doing things, or maybe just hanging out with a friend or friends and stuff, or just chilling out by themselves doing something, you should be able to be content with yourself, be able to be by yourself, be able to cope by yourself. You should be able to do that. When you find that you cannot do that, then and you feel like something is missing, and you're looking to that the other person to fulfill that, no, they cannot. And that's when disappointment comes in, because you're yielding to that person for something that only Christ can give you. That's why it's so important when you're single to spend that time with Christ. Spend that time with Christ. And so, like, if the other person steps out, go to the grocery store or handling business, or whatever it may be, or hanging out with the boys or hanging out with the girls, you should be able to cope with that. You should be able to be alone, and that person shouldn't have to be stressed out because they left you alone. So, I just want, y'all to just think about that and stuff, because self care is really, really important. The other person is not your therapist, not your counselor, And you shouldn't look to that person to provide. You should be able to take care of yourself. Yes, you two should be able to come together as one and meet each other's needs, but your needs should be already met. You should already be complete. You should already be whole. You should already know who you are. You should already know your worth. You should already know your value. You should not have to look to the other person to tell you that, because you already know who you are and your worth. So if that person leaves you and stuff, you won't be down and out and depressed, because you know who you are and you have that relationship with Christ, and God said he would never leave us or forsake us. So that means that we're never ever alone. So therefore, you should be able to cope with if someone steps out, or if someone leaves, or and have some things that they have going on outside you. Sometimes it is like that. You know, everybody should be able